Amid growing global concerns and heightened war fears, Washington and Tehran resumed long-stalled nuclear negotiations on February 6, in what many see as a last diplomatic attempt to ease the rising tensions in the region. The highly anticipated meeting took place in the neutral Gulf nation of Oman, where senior officials from both countries came together in hopes of reviving dialogue and preventing further escalation. However, just hours before the critical talks, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi delivered a carefully worded but unmistakable warning, signaling that Tehran would not bow to pressure from the United States. Iran's foreign minister said, quote, "Iran enters diplomacy with open eyes and a steady memory of the past year. We engage in good faith and stand firm on our rights. Commitments need to be honored. Equal standing, mutual respect and mutual interest are not rhetoric. They are a must and the pillars of a durable agreement." Unquote. Iran's cautionary message followed closely after an unusual advisory from a U.S. virtual embassy for Tehran, which alerted American citizens to growing instability and possible security threats in the region. The Trump administration went a step further, urging Americans in Iran to prepare independent evacuation plans, clearly stating that no U.S. assistance would be available if tensions turn violent. The advisory, issued by the U.S. virtual embassy in Iran, said, quote, "Leave Iran now. Have a plan for departing Iran that does not rely on U.S. government help. Flight cancellations and disruptions are possible with little warning. Check directly with your airlines for updates. If you cannot leave, find a secure location within your residence or another safe building. Have a supply of food, water, medications, and other essential items. Avoid demonstrations, keep a low profile, and stay aware of your surroundings. Monitor local media for breaking news. Be prepared to adjust your plans. Keep your phone charged and maintain communication with family and friends to inform them of your status. U.S.-Iranian dual nationals must exit Iran on Iranian passports. The Iranian government does not recognize dual nationality and will treat U.S.-Iranian dual nationals solely as Iranian citizens. U.S. nationals are at significant risk of questioning, arrest, and detention in Iran. Showing a U.S. passport or demonstrating connections to the United States can be reason enough for Iranian authorities to detain someone." Unquote. This stark advisory was issued only a day before the Oman talks, dramatically underscoring the fragile diplomatic climate surrounding discussions on Iran's controversial nuclear program. Negotiators on both sides have struggled for weeks to agree upon even a basic framework for the upcoming meeting, with differences remaining deep on core political and security issues. On the U.S. side, Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Senior Advisor Jared Kushner participated, representing Washington's top diplomatic interests in these delicate negotiations. Meanwhile, Iranian officials confirmed that their delegation was led by Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi himself, reflecting the seriousness with which Tehran approaches this round of talks. This upcoming dialogue marks the first formal meeting between the United States and Iran since the 12-day armed conflict that erupted in June 2025, a war that left both nations severely strained. During that brief but intense confrontation, the United States joined its closest ally Israel in coordinated strikes on Iran's key nuclear production facilities, igniting outrage across the Middle East. In recent statements, President Donald Trump issued a stern threat of potential military action if Tehran refuses to agree to what he calls a fair and enforceable nuclear deal. On February 5, just one day before the talks, the U.S. president declared that a large American naval fleet was already moving toward Iranian waters, a move widely seen as a show of force.
Ask Iran. They're negotiating now. They don't want us to hit them. You know, we have a big fleet going over there. We always say, God bless you. Have a safe journey. It's a dangerous journey. These are dangerous journeys. Flying through the middle of Iran, they know you're coming, and you're in a B-2 bomber, the most incredible thing, and they weren't able to see it because it's stealth. So good, we ordered 20 more of them, brand new, updated version.
Responding defiantly, Iranian forces test-fired one of their most sophisticated long-range ballistic missiles, sending a powerful message that the nation was fully prepared to defend itself. Tehran claims that the new missile, named Khorramshahr 4, possesses cutting-edge capabilities designed to breach even the most advanced air and missile defense systems in the world. Here are the key features of the Iranian missile. The Khorramshahr 4 is a medium-range, single-stage, liquid-fuel ballistic missile, designed to strike deep into enemy territory with high precision and devastating impact. It boasts an operational range of up to 2,000 kilometers, allowing it to target key strategic positions across the Middle East and even reach parts of southern Europe if required. The missile carries a powerful warhead weighing between 1,500 and 1,800 kilograms, making it the heaviest in Iran's current arsenal and capable of inflicting severe damage on hardened military targets. Equipped with an advanced inertial navigation system, the Khorramshahr 4 can now receive mid-course updates, significantly reducing its missed distance and increasing its strike accuracy. The weapon is deployed from secret underground facilities operated by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, ensuring its survival even in the event of a large-scale preemptive attack. Also known by the name Khaybar, the missile draws its title from a historic Islamic battle, symbolizing Iran's defiance and determination in the face of modern threats. This fourth-generation variant of the Khorramshahr series was first unveiled in 2023, showcasing major improvements in range, mobility, and response capability over earlier models. It employs hypergolic liquid fuel, which ignites on contact, cutting its launch preparation time to just 10 to 15 minutes, a vast improvement that increases flexibility in combat situations. Engineered to destroy high-value point targets, the Khorramshahr 4 is intended to overwhelm regional air and missile defense networks through a combination of speed, accuracy, and unpredictability. As tensions continue to mount, Iran has openly threatened to target U.S. military bases and diplomatic missions across the Middle East if it comes under American attack, raising fears of a wider regional conflict.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.